Former soldier Daniel Khalife has pleaded guilty to escaping from prison under a food catering truck. The 23-year-old changed his plea partway through his trial at Woolwich Crown Court. Khalife is also on trial accused of spying for Iran. He continues to deny all other charges against him. Our correspondent Jaman Freeman-Powell has this update from court.
Previously, Daniel Khalife had said that he had escaped prison because he was currently being detained at a vulnerable prisoners unit. He had spoken during this trial about being surrounded by sex offenders and having been warned that if he had remained on this specific unit, that he could then be targeted by terrorists that wanted to attack him. So Daniel Khalife had previously said that when he had escaped, he did so because he wanted to be detained at a maximum security prison in Belmarsh, which is often described as a prison within a prison. But earlier this morning at Woolwich Crown Court, the judge explained to him that under the law, this wasn't a defence and gave him an opportunity to re-enter that plea. And he did so, telling the judge, I am guilty of that charge, just one of the charges that he is facing. But as I say, he still has 3 other charges that he's facing here at Woolwich Crown Court. These include collecting and communicating information which would be useful to an enemy state. And on this occasion, they're referring to the Iranian state. He's also accused of collecting names of special forces soldiers that would be useful for terrorism and perpetrating a bomb hoax at his army barracks. Whilst cross-examining him, the prosecutor, Mark Hayward, was trying to paint Daniel Khalife as a liar, someone who's capable of telling lies, of stealing and cheating. He used examples saying that whilst he was serving in the army, he lied. Whilst he was on the run, he stole. And he failed to tell supervisors what he was up to when he was gathering some of this information. Daniel Khalife, though, he denied these charges, saying he only passed on fabricated information which would have been useless. He says that he did attempt to contact MI6 back in 2019, shortly after first making contact with these Iranian sources, but he says MI6 failed to get back to him. He also says a few years later, after accepting money, he also attempted to contact MI5 on 2 occasions, but that when they attempted to get back to him, he had missed these calls. He was then arrested a few weeks later by police. However, as I say, the prosecutor argued that he had multiple occasions to raise this, to flag this to his superiors, and asked him why Khalife didn't take any of these opportunities to do so. And this what was interesting, because Daniel Khalife said to these claims that he thought that lies was the wrong word to use. He said no one sat down and said, Daniel, are you communicating with a foreign enemy? He says it just didn't come up. But as I say, the prosecutor is trying to paint Daniel Khalife as a liar. Earlier today, during the trial, he reminded Khalife of the oath that he pledged when becoming a soldier in the British Army, reminding him of the importance of integrity, the importance of honesty and loyalty, implying that not only did he break this oath, but he also broke the law too. Now, as I say, Daniel Khalife did plead guilty to the charge of escaping prison, but denies all 3 of those other charges, and the trial continues here at Woolwich Crown Court.